have our binary. All right, binary is pretty simple. You have someone on the left, personally enrolled, someone on your right, personally enrolled. They can be a consultant or a wholesale member. It doesn't matter. We are not required to have business billers to earn in your binary. It's uncommon in this industry.
Great point about that. How many people have network marketing experience prior to HBN? Prior to? The thing that she's saying right now, guys, I really want you to take it home. The binary may not seem super, ultra sexy. The way our binary is set up, the way our retail program is set up, the way our wholesale membership program is set up, that's set up to protect you and this company from garage qualifications and other things like that, like Troy mentioned. So everything she's saying, don't just let it fly over your head. You don't have to be an expert on it, but this is stuff that she's done on the front end so that you can build here with confidence and faith that this company is going to outlive you. Okay, Paula, Madam President, please continue.
Yeah, well, it is so that I don't airplane mode. If we're having any issues with those kind of governmental agencies, because we don't. Our compensation plan is very, very compliant and clean, just like our products. Right? Very clean. Okay? So the binary, someone on your left personally enrolled, someone on your right personally enrolled, and 200 in volume on each.
Yeah, that should work. Maybe.
And you earn 4, 8, or 12%, depending on what your personal CD is in the previous 30 days.
And a quick note just to add that, the binary here, when she says clean, she's not kidding. We've been a part of some companies where the binary, people say 200, but the product, $25 with one CD. Now, for people who have experience in this industry, you understand when you see Cecil Dolce, $25, 25 CV. See, some people get it. Some people have been around long enough to get it. Yeah, it's good stuff.
The 4, 8, or 12% is depending on what the CD is on your personal account in the previous 30 days. One of the things that's often overlooked when I hear people talking about the compensation plan is that CV for qualifying can come from your personal purchases for your personal use and your retail sales.
Don't drop the microphone. Don't do it.
So if you're retailing product through shophbn.com and earning that 50%, all of those sales qualify you for everything else in the compensation plan.
Wait, Madam Scarcella, 1 second. Did you just tell us, these fine people here in Miramar Beach, that you can qualify for the full compensation plan having never actually made a purchase of these world-class products?
Yes.
Now here's the point. We actually like the products a lot, so most of us are going to buy them, but from a protective standpoint, from a compensation plan standpoint, no company in the world that I'm aware of right now, try to correct me as the guru, is doing that because I'm not bashing anybody's company, but listen, a lot of companies know that you probably won't like their products enough to buy them unless there's a financial incentive attached. Here, I don't know about y'all, but I bought my coffee this morning as soon as I tasted it from my back office. I already had 100 CV, didn't need to do it. It's not about financial verification here. It's going to be about, do you actually love the stuff that you're putting in your body? How many people feel like you really do? Really? If you don't raise your hand. Don't lie to yourself. Awesome. There's like one holdout. We'll fix it. Come on, Ronnie.
And I bring this point up because I see in the field that not everybody realizes that those retail sales in your previous 30 days count as your personal volume. And if you have personal volume of 25 where you purchase a bottle of Sesso, and we talk about Sesso because it's fun, it's lighthearted, and it's that's.
Y'all got like 3 kids. Settle down, man. You like Sesso just fine.
Hold on a second. This is not the forum to speak Sesso nights. Anyway.
Stop, sir.
So, if we, again, it's an easy problem product to talk about, it's fun, right? But if you order a bottle of Sesso for yourself and that has 25 CV, and then you go and retail 75 CV worth of product, and we make it super easy. We give you shophbn.com/username. All you have to do is share that retail site. We make it beneficial for you because we're gonna pay you 50% commission, right? So that's our compensation plan is telling you, we want you retailing product, right? So you have 25 because you got a bottle of Sesso, and you retail 75, then you've got that 100 CV that you need to max earn everything in the compensation plan. And that's a constant running 30-day total.
So the retail side of it, again, a lot of companies don't have the vision like Paula has here. Some companies, retail product, the only money you get from that is going to be the difference between wholesale and retail, a couple bucks maybe. And after that, you know, something terrible here, 50%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lamborghini. We worked at a Lamborghini ship. We used to have a Lamborghini ship dealership, and that just window shopping. We're not 500K yet, Kim. If we got paid 50% to sell Lamborghinis, I would work 3 days a year and come back a year from now. This company's giving us literally 50% commissions on retail. And how many products do we have that are like less than 30 bucks? Like super affordable, like a lot. Just if you wrap your mind around nothing else today, wrap your mind around the quality of the product. Exactly a true 50-50 Jews that do their own families. And they're not just saying it, you see it reflected in the compensation plan. And we can get kind of passionate about this sometimes.
And of course, we pay the binary match. And we're going to do this because it's intended for you to understand how simple everything is. Binary match, as you build and reach leadership levels, you earn the binary match. Pretty simple. You guys can walk through that.
Yep. So that's basically a check match. A binary match is a check match. Long term, we anticipate that the binary is going to be the largest part of your payout if you build a solid home here with HBN by sharing products. When you help someone, we want to have vested interest. What's your name, young lady? Elena, fabulous jacket, by the way. So let's say, for example, I'm working with Elena. Elena, maybe a generation, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 away. I have a vested interest in working with her, okay? Because when she succeeds and she builds that binary, a percentage of her check, not she keeps her own money, but the company has money set on the side to compensate people who want to be leaders for working in depth to find the next person who really wants to be successful in your organization. They really want you to help people. Is that clicking? A little kind of sweet.
Yeah.
So, first way we earn.
Retail. We have fast start bonuses. Binary. The star bonus.
But we're not
there yet?
We're
Okay.
not there, that's fine.
Binary check match. Oh, yeah, binary matching. We didn't cover matrix yet. And
Number 6 is the rank advancement bonuses.
whoa. Okay, so we have the rank advancement bonuses, and the last 2, because we get paid 7 ways, are going to be the matrix and the star. And we haven't talked about those yet.
So the matrix and the stars where people kind of get a little bit, they don't quite understand. Okay? The matrix is super easy to understand.
There's our 7
Right?
ways.
It's basically, if you have 50 CV, and that CV can be personal purchases combined with retail sales, then you're qualified to earn it. How many levels you earn depend on your rank. And that's really all that people need to know about that matrix bonus. To make sure that you have that 50 CV through retail purchases and personal purchases. It's a running 30-day total. And that bonus is paid out automatically on Friday mornings, somewhere in the middle of the night.
Yep. And one quick point about the matrix. A lot of people may or may not understand this part of it. The matrix is not designed to reward you for doing absolutely nothing. Just a quick FYI. But if you do have your purchases there, there may be people in your organization who have not made a 50 CV purchase yet. They're still quote unquote active for 30 days. So if you really want to see the matrix start to work, maybe give it 30 days before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, because a lot of people who just haven't been exposed enough to the product yet to decide kind of what they want to do, for matrix purposes, they will be compressed. But you got to give them 30 days. And we didn't understand that when we first came in. But corporate was so helpful, we talked their heads off on the phone and figure it out. Thanks, Chuck. And so now we kind of got it. So that's it. So give it time. Give it time. It'll grow just like you do.
And then the final 7th piece of the puzzle, and really quite honestly, the most powerful way that you have, in addition to the retail sales, to earning commissions right now is the star bonus, okay? And the way that the star bonus works is that you qualify with 100 CV, retail purchases, plus personal purchases, previous 30 days combined. In your back office, it tells you, log in, right-hand top, it tells you what your CV is, so you can instantly just look there and say, hey, am I qualified? All right, we made it very easy. And the way that the star bonus works is it's designed to teach leaders, it's a leadership bonus, definitely a leadership program, to build through 3 generations. And a generation is someone that's attached to you through the enrollment tree. Okay, so I tell Veronica about Sesso and the Love Your Heart box. It's $129.95, 100 CV. Right? So she buys it. She becomes one of my star on my star grid because it's 100 CV. It's earned on orders that are 100 CV or more. Another key point here is that Veronica's just a customer. So wholesale customer purchases count towards this bonus. So they don't need to be consultants or business builders to help you. You can build simply by, again, building on the products, not looking for leaders. I'm going to turn the star bonus over to Mr. Will here. It is the most powerful way to duplicate and build your business. I think we would have looked at Kimberly's back office and we would look at her probably could do that, and look at her breakdown, because if you go to your team and then binary summary, it tells you all of your commissions, how much are retail, how much is wholesale, how much is, we break that all down for you. I'd be surprised if hers was not a 6 figures in just star bonuses.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real thing, you guys. It's a real thing. Yeah. I don't even know.
And is 18 months.
That's thinking.
Not a network marketer.
No.
She's done network marketing companies.
I've always been a customer builder. That is how I've always ran my business. Never been a business builder. And this is a real pay plan. It's real. It's shocking to me when Paula tells me I don't look in my back office. I have no idea, because I want to help everyone. I'm always worried about my team, what my team's doing, what my team's making. I never look at my stuff there, but it's the real thing. It's
from a business builder's
crazy.
point of view, and this is what we're talking about this afternoon, that if you simply follow this roadmap and you duplicate this within your organization, this is the key to getting wherever you want to go financially here.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, man.
We will do that after.
Okay. So this is what we got.
Unless you want to start there.
I would rather.
Go for it.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. And Troy, keep me on time. And I love your mustache. Put it out there. Can we give a round of applause for Kimberly, Marcus, Paula, Ben? We love y'all, and we really appreciate you putting this together. And I don't want anybody to steal my binder, so I'm watching you, Ortega. Just before we get into it, we're going to do just a quick part about the art of HBN business building. You know, hear me okay? No? That's tough. All right, fair enough. And it was so much good stuff being brought up today. One of the things that we love is that if you don't know why, the how doesn't matter. Has anybody ever heard that before?
Yes.
You don't know how, if you don't know why, the how doesn't matter. You can learn all the how today, but if your why is not solid, be it your situation with your family, your children, be it a health condition, be it not wanting to work some overtime so you can spend more time with your family, you got to really know what that is, and your why can largely be determined by your situation and your purpose. Paula's why has evolved over the years because her situation has changed. Same for Ben. I think he would say the same. So your why today if you do this right, will be different than your why a couple of months from now, a couple of years from now, but your why should always be, at least at the base of it, determined by your current situation and your purpose. Why am I doing this? What is this for? Okay? A couple of points to tie this in together. Everybody has this document. We're going to just start in a little bit, but let's knock this out, and then we'll see what they have next. If you have this, the first thing it says is share your personal experience. Let's knock that out right quick. Share your personal experience. What type of experiences might you be looking to share with people? Experiences about one or two things with HBN. Products and or. Yeah, it's typically a good 80-20 split, 80% products, but you do get excited when you get a couple of bucks in the back office and you don't know where it came from. Like, somebody called me the other day, Will, I haven't made my order yet, but I saw $40. I said, did you share your link? He said, I sure did. Right? So yeah, he's not going anywhere. So, but here's the point about share with this first document. We want to keep it simple. If you share it, you had to have done what? You had to have ordered a product. So if you want to share your experience, you don't have to order products to make income, but at the same time, you're going to have nothing to share otherwise. And so the thing I want you to remember about sharing is going to be, first, I must determine the appropriate purchase. What is the appropriate purchase for me? Now remember, if you don't know why, the how doesn't matter. This young man's appropriate purchase may be different than this young lady's. Okay? He may be a single dad with 6 kids, driving for Papa John's Pizza and has no money at all. No money. His best initial purchase might be a gift card. That might be it, and he shares link. This young lady may have just won the lottery, is a network marketer who happened to win the lottery, and she married somebody who was wealthy. Money raining from the sky. She wants to be successful in network marketing to prove it wasn't her inheritance that made her wealthy, so she wants to be successful. She wants to really follow Kim's roadmap. If she wants to be a successful network marketing business builder, her appropriate first purchase might be a Love Your Liver box, or it might be the CBD kit if she owns a retail storefront. It really just depends. Your first purchase, your appropriate purchase, and whether or not you ever set up the auto ship or smart ship, because it's a smart thing to do. That's going to determine by your why, your current situation, and your purpose. You want to be a big, big business builder? I told Chuck Holmes day one, that's what we want to do. Let's go do it. Let's go do it, right? There wasn't a whole lot of options. I want the big package, and we're going to get it sorted out. But a lot of other people, let it be determined by your situation and your purpose. And there's no shame in any of that. So the gift card might be just one bottle of Sesso, right? Might be just a 7-week supply of Soul because your body's that detox and all you got is like $9.95. You'd be shocked, okay? But the gift card program lets you help people, and so people's appropriate order and whether or not it has an optional auto ship tied to it should be determined by their why, and their why is determined by the situation and their purpose. Don't forget that. When I give y'all the nuts and bolts stuff for star bonus, everybody gonna be right. We talking right now, well, this purpose stuff, shut up. All right, let's move on. You share it, but I want you to think about sharing your testimony about the products, or even in this industry. It's again gonna be unique to you, determined by your situation and your. Okay, so when I got started in network, so my story in network marketing, kind of where I come from is, I was in law enforcement as a narcotics agent for federal, state, and local law enforcement over the course of 9.5 years. And I got involved in network marketing because I was tired of being human target practice for criminals. True story. 4 out of 5 of my partners have been shot or shot at. Like, I'm really like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. We really dodge bullets out here. It's weird, but that's the thing. I wanted a way out, and I got introduced to network marketing by a millennial who used to bag groceries at the grocery store. Now, he introduced me to network marketing, and being a skeptic, I said what?
No.
No, not even just no. I went off. How dare you, peon? You're bagging groceries. How dare you talk to me, a broke divorced cop living check to check? How dare you try to introduce me to opportunity that I've been praying and hoping and wishing and fasting for years now? How dare you try to help my life? Because I didn't understand what any of this even was, so I told him no. Okay, then 6 months later, let's fast forward. We're not making any income claims today. He's making literally a boatload of money. has a BMW 7 Series, the 740 IL, the big body, worth more than an apartment I lived in at the time. He knows that car. And at that point, I was humble enough to say, you know what, can you maybe tell me about that thing you're doing? And he said, yeah, come on, man, I'll show you the ropes, kid. He's 24. But here's the point, I did that so what happens, I got started, I was very coachable, very teachable. I made my money back very quickly, and within 6.5 months, I had retired from law enforcement. Now pause. Pop quiz. What did my job used to be? Wow. Interesting. Who introduced me to network marketing? How old was he? Huh. How long did it take him to really have major success? Is that typical? Okay. How long did it take me to retire from law enforcement? Is that typical? Did anybody try to memorize anything I just said? No, but here's the point about sharing your stuff. If you tell someone a story, they will remember it even without trying. How many times have you been trying to talk to Paula? 3. Sorry, man. Right? When people tell stories, you don't have to try to remember. How many milligrams of Sensoril is in Nova Coffee? It's always one. It's always one. Leave it up to these 5, 10K, 25K people. They ruin it every time. Right? But here's the point. You tell a story to your prospect, a true story about you and your experience with the products or the comp plan. Doesn't really matter, but the products for sure, you're going to feel that first because they work, guaranteed. And if you tell them a story, Lord forbid they're going to remember it, and you won't even have to follow. Did that guy have to? He didn't have to follow up with me. I followed up with him. All he had to do was be consistent based on his situation, grocery bag guy, and his purpose. I don't want to bag groceries anymore. All I had to do was be ultra consistent, okay? And the bigger your why, the bigger your results will be. Why? Because I didn't want to get shot. True story. The guy who replaced me after I left law enforcement got shot twice in the chest a week after I retired. That was supposed to be my job. I was the guy with the Batman ram. So listen, your story is powerful, and your story can literally save people's lives. So take your story very seriously and understand it will stay with people long after you have left them. Fair enough? Okay, so let's move on. Now, me being a cop, I didn't have the cool weight loss testimony like Marcus. I didn't have the cool weight loss testimony like Kim. I didn't have the years of experience like Chuck. I wasn't a traditional business owner who has a literally $1 million mansion in Dallas like me. I didn't have this stuff. So I didn't have a story at all to start. All right, so get ready for a shortcut. This is going to be fun. If you want to share your opportunity or your products with somebody, I'm going to give you 2 shortcuts because we don't have time to do more. Okay, these are going to be just some questions that if you ask people these questions, they may just ask you to give them the information about this company. Wouldn't that be cool if you could ask a question and someone would say, Elena, tell me more? How happy would you be if you didn't get rejected a whole lot? Honestly. Would more people, would you share these products with more people if you knew they probably wouldn't say no and kick in? They might not always buy, but they wouldn't say no and stomp on your dreams. Okay, magic question, here it is. I've used it to do 7 figures in sales, product sales. This one question you'll get today. It's called a binary qualifying question. If you want to move products, you want to move business, you have to give people the full HBN story. These are not income claims or disclaimers or none of that fun stuff. This is a question. I use it every day. And even if you have no experience, you can teach your new HBN rep this, and you can move on to the next point. The question is, I'm just curious. When it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open, or are you closed-minded? So don't worry, we have a product question for you too. But for the business builders, I'm just curious. When it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open, or are you closed-minded? Now, I didn't have a fun story to give them. I didn't even have social media at the time because undercover narcotics cops, hey, don't y'all post this on YouTube. I don't want to get shot leaving by some drug lord. But that's why I'm in disguise today. But here's the point. No, I'm serious. No. But here's the point. I didn't even have social media until I was already doing network marketing. I'm just curious. When it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open or are you closed-minded? This is going to happen, one of two things. Listen, I don't keep my options open. I'm married to my job. At that point, fantastic. I'll see you at church. Not a big deal. Totally fine. Or they may say, why, yes, Paul, I keep my options open. What you got? At that point, the floor is yours. Now, let me tell you what not to do. I got this fantastic opportunity with a million different health products. I want you to join my team, come to the home, check out the video. It's going to be fantastic. Please join. Has anybody ever done that before in real life? Yes. So we only have about 80% of liars in the room, but that's fine. That's cool. You can find on. But look, after you share and you ask a particular question, the next step is what? Starts with a P. Point. You're going to point them to some information that's not you. You don't have to really be good at this to start sharing. You'll evolve, and one day you'll become a Marcus, you'll become a Chuck, you'll become a Kimberly, you'll become a Michelle, you'll become a Melissa. You'll get there. But you've got to give yourself time to succeed. And in this industry, the best thing you can do to help your new reps stay longer and learn is going to be to move a product. Because how much money do we make here for signing somebody up? Oh, that's going to be a zero, guys. Paul, is that going to change anytime soon?
Yeah, we don't pay for that.
Yeah, we don't pay for that. However, what do we get paid to do?
Move product.
Move a product. Right? So if you want to help your new rep move a product, even though that's a question that sounds like money, you have to introduce them to HBN. Now, we have a lot of great resources that you can point them to. You can point them to a Zoom webinar and let Marcus and Kim do the talking for you. Do you have to be an expert to let two top earners do the talking for you? You can direct them to a conference call. You can direct them to a website like retirefromhome.org that has some videos set up. You can send listenandjoin.com. That's in your back office. It's like the first link now, like moved up in the link ratings. You can point them to something else. So the flow of information, what's your name, sir?
David.
David, that's a strong name. David means beloved. Yeah, right? I mean, not David, you know what I mean? Oh, see, yeah, thank you, Elena, right? So he's the guy, he's the rich guy, he's America. So here's what's like, David, listen, man, I'm just curious. When it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open or are you closed-minded?
Always open.
Oh, you're going to get that about 80% of the time because 80% of people in America need $300 to $500. We'll talk about that a little later with the Star deal. He says, great, Dave, fantastic. If I sent you a link to check out, would you check it out and get back to me if you have any questions? Sure. Fantastic. listenandjoin.com. Boom. How hard is it for me to ask 10, 20 questions a day via text, social media, phone, in-person, total stranger, and lead in with the words, I'm just curious? It softens it some. You can't just say, David, when it comes to making extra money, to keep your options open, you know, sales filter goes off. If I say, Michelle, I'm just curious. And you can send a link. Fair enough? Okay, I'm going to give you one for products, but you do understand the flow of information. Here's a script for products, and the rest is going to go very, very quickly. Products is a little more complex, but you can use this for anything we have. We'll use it for Nova Coffee because it's exciting. Yep. Okay. First question. I'm just curious. What's your favorite brand of coffee? For the record, I only invented about 20% of this. This was pilfered from my mentors over the years. This next set of questions. First question. I'm just curious. Do you or anybody you know drink coffee at least occasionally?
Yes.
Of course you do. You're in America. Or Canada. Okay. And people say yes. Typically, they say yes. The next question would be, what's your favorite brand of coffee? Where do you get your coffee from? Starbucks, Folgers, CC's, I don't know, whoever. Answer Starbucks, that's fine. Next question would be, great, when's the last time Starbucks cut you a check for buying, drinking, or referring to coffee? Has Starbucks ever paid anybody in this room? Has anybody in this room ever paid Starbucks? My whole life was a lie. Okay, so that's going to be the flow of information. Do you or anybody you know drink coffee at least occasionally? Answer is typically yes. Next question. What's your favorite brand of coffee? Where do you get your coffee from? Starbucks. Next question, has Starbucks ever cut you a check for buying, drinking, or referring to coffee? And the last question would be, because they're going to say, no, they never paid me. The next question would be, if there was a company, Lord forbid, if there was a company that would pay you every time you bought, drank, or referred coffee, would you want to know a little bit about the company or maybe even try the coffee for free? Who's saying no to that? I wouldn't. I'd love to know more about the company and maybe get some free coffee. And then you have the gift card program this young man just mentioned. So when I want to build a business very quickly by asking a couple of questions twice a day, my appropriate first order would be something that came with free gift cards, because I want to give people this for free because the product is literally going to sell itself. Does that make any sense?
Total sense.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's move right on then. So you can ask those questions, guys. I hope you got them down. They're good. You ask those questions. When people ask you and say, yes, I want more information about the company or the coffee, the next thing you point them to some product information, point them to a product page, a Zoom, a gift card, a product sample, a phone call, a Facebook. Point them to something other than you, please. Because every time you talk to somebody and you get them to that point where they say, I want more information, right then at that moment, you're training them. And they don't even know it. You're teaching them what they're going to have to do. So if you start running off at the mouth, guess what they think they're going to have to do? I'm not doing that. I'm not a salesperson. But if you point to a website, sweet Lord, your business would explode tomorrow. Literally. How many people can actually ask questions via text for my non-talkers? If you can ask questions and let people tell you their real deal, you'll be fine. Save with the optional monthly smart ship real quick. It's a smart thing to do. Why? You get discounts. What's better? Full price products or discount products? Okay, so we're pre-sold on that. Number 2, 100 CV order, you get 10 free $25 gift cards. Is that like smart or no? And this, again, we're talking about the order appropriate for you, so it might not be an appropriate order for you. But if it is, the word save right there stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. If you put those initials together, it says system. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. When you enroll in an optional smart ship, those gift cards are now your silver bullet. So if you know how to ask questions, your rejections want to go down 80%. But for the people who do want to say no, they never just say no. They say no because. Okay, I really want to work with Elena and David, but I can't because I don't have the... Is HBN free or no?
Yes.
You won't hear that much. Okay? Oh, I really want to work with David and Elena, but the products are too expensive. By all means, not only are they affordable, but would you like a gift? Our products are so affordable, the way they formulate them and the way they put together this CV. Now, you can get 3-4 products for $25. That's just phenomenal anywhere, not just in network marketing. Okay? What's another one? I really want to work with Troy. I really want to work with anything Troy Dool is affiliated with, but I don't have the time. How long does it take you to give away free product to your friends and family? You can just do it at Christmas. Halloween, kids coming to my door, they're getting all kind of HBN goodies. Get it to your mom, kid. You can build your business 3 days a year. Somebody's birthday, Christmas, and Halloween. I see you at the bank. Okay, what's another one? I really want to work with David and Elena, but man, I got to talk to my wife. It's free. It's a free account. You had to talk to your wife to set up Facebook? You had to talk to your wife to set up your email? Man, right? How many objections, if you really understand what you have your hands on, how many objections are you really going to get that you can't handle because they're making it almost too easy? What's another objection? Pyramid scheme. Lord forbid someone call it a pyramid scheme. I'm coming to you about a pyramid scheme. Listen, network marketing will change people into doctors and lawyers faster than any school ever. The second you say network marketing, people saying, well, what's the ingredients though? What? You drinking 3 Diet Cokes a day. You got a pack of Marlboro Reds hard packed in your purse, baby. Yeah, but I need to see the ingredients because, you know, that limited essential oil could be dangerous.
That is so true, you guys. That is the truth right there.
Serious right now? But it's the same thing on the business side. Oh man, that sounds like some type of illegal scheme. Well, fantastic. Where'd you get your law degree from? I got mine in 06 from Southern University Law Center. Here's the thing about a pyramid scheme, guys, because all your friends are going to transform into lawyers tomorrow, I promise you. If money is changing hands and there's no tangible product or service, I'm not saying it's a pyramid scheme, it might be stocks. But Troy, are we qualified to sell stocks here?
No, sir.
No, sir. That's not what I do. We don't like anybody who or that starts with the alphabet people. FBI, IRS, CNN. I'm kidding. All right. I'm from Louisiana. All right, here's the point. If anybody ever says that, anytime something purchased here, by default, what must change hands? The product has to go somewhere. Any money that ever goes to HBN for anything, a product or a gift card in lieu of a product, something tangible has to change hands. That's not called a pyramid scheme. That's called a sale. It's like going to Walmart. I put money in the little thing and I'm walking out with products. This is HBN. No scheme. So the bottom line is, if you understand smart shit, you get those gift cards, you get those discounts, you get your MRP, you're going to have a lot less objection. There's really nothing anybody could ever say that you can't learn from your upline mentors and sponsors how to handle that based on what you have here. That makes sense? So you just got to figure out what's easier for you, to build a business and move products with rejection or with no rejection. How many people like no rejection? Yeah, that's convenient. Last but not least, share with others. So we start with share, we finish with share, and that'll be my time for now. When you share that last part, I want you to share your vision. Because if you lead with products, you're going to get customers. That's something you want to do. If you lead with business, you're going to get with business builders. And at a slightly less frequency, that is something you also want to do. However, if you lead with your vision, you will attract leaders or people who have leadership potential. Does that make sense at all? If you don't have a vision, the people will what? Perish. That's a terrible word. It sounds agonizingly bad. But that's the point, guys. So if you lead with your vision of what you can see, and this is my vision for HB, this is my vision for all of you as far as this goes. And the star bonus is a huge part of that. We'll cover that at some point later, and it won't take as long. But the vision is for everybody to be able to get started for the lean mean price of $3.99. And if you do this right, if you do it how? Right. Because how you do anything is how you do. Yep, I didn't even make that up. Somebody else stole it. But here's the point. I don't want to work with you guys because it costs too much. You ever going to hear that? Products cost too much? No? You don't have I don't have enough time? You're just not going to hear any of that. If you do that and understand the products that you have, you will finally understand intention, and your intention should be to do something for people, not to people. That's what most people in network marketing have a problem with. It all comes back to intention. You subconsciously think that you're doing something to people as opposed to doing something for people. So when Ms. Ortega comes back and lays it down again with these products, listen, I too came here for the money. However, I fall in love with the products more and more and more and more every day. So when she comes back, that's what this whole thing revolves around. If you have belief in the products, you're going to want to talk about them. True or true? True. And then you're doing something for people. You're not doing something to people. If you can do that, understand how to ask a couple of basic questions. You can even switch those questions up to talk about soap. Do anybody know use soap at least occasionally? Where do you use the soap from?
I hope it's for the
Right, has
occasional.
Walmart ever paid you to buy, drink, or refer soap? If there was a company that would pay you every time you bought or used soap or referred it, would you want to learn about the company or maybe try the soap for free?
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Amway. There's always one. Always one. But here's the point. How many bars of our luxury hair and body bars can you get for one gift card?
3.
3? Man. Real talk. How many people have used our soap before?
Yes.
How many people use our soap exclusively now? Because it's not made from the fat of dead animals. I learned that from Marcus. Yeah, our stuff is good, y'all. You can do that with any product if you want. You can build a business with almost no rejection and share that vision with people. That's why this is the best marketing company in the world for sure. Thank y'all.